sit down, right? Sit your ass down, close your eyes, be with what's here. Kundalini is a byproduct of your journey of becoming yourself. It's your journey of actually, as source, as your deeper self, as your soul, incarnating in the flesh and really living from that place. And then energetically, everything in your life aligning to that. Everything. And this is a process that's happening by itself. The only thing it requires is that you look inward. And how do you do that? You shut out the world by closing your eyes and being with yourself. And receive deep lessons, energies, emotions from Source. It's cleaning your karmic warehouse. It's cleansing out your whole system. And that can feel really intense. If it's really intense right now, I've written a short guide called Stabilizing Awakening with a lot of practical insight for you. It's free, you can download it below. But is Kundalini the thing? Because it's presented like that. I don't think so. I think Kundalini is a byproduct of your spiritual awakening, of you going through phases, of you truly becoming who you are, as Jung put it. You really becoming that soul source version of yourself that you've intended on this planet right now. Becoming that person. That's what this process is guiding you towards. I've been going through the Kundalini process over 11 years. So I think I know a little bit about it. And all these kriyas and all these energies and things that are coming up are helping you to cleanse out the system. And not you digging up all these pieces or trying to look at them and trying to work with them. No. It just requires you to give it attention, to being okay to look without needing to work, without needing to excavate, without needing to technique in any way. No, this requires you to feel the body, feel your emotions, and give attention to whatever wants to arise, and not try to take everything to your mind, not try to analyze everything. And Kundalini is a way, one of the ways, to become your whole self again, which is what awakening or enlightenment or liberation is about. You becoming your true self in the flesh as a human. Isn't that cool? And that means that you as a person reflect what life is totally. The impermanence, the changing nature, the beautiful aspects of life. And we can act all crazy about it. I'm looking at my third eye. Or we can see it as what it is. And we don't have to take it too serious, right? It's a cleansing process which does itself. It just requires your attention. And then the spiritual awakening the enlightenment, the liberation, the states of consciousness, etc., those will all follow if you take the time every day to sit with what is here. Kundalini will show it to you. So Einstein said, if you can't explain it simply, you simply don't understand it well enough yet. So if I see a lot of Kundalini videos online, they make things very, very difficult. Like with all these chakras and all these sort of different ways to work with the energy, and I don't know. I think it doesn't have to be that complicated. I think it's not that complicated at all. If you have a spiritual practice, and to me it's only a spiritual practice if you actually shut up and let yourself be guided, right? You can do that through movement too. I mean, you can do it in yoga and breathwork, yes. But it depends on how you do your yoga and breathwork. If you're doing your yoga and breathwork and you're just focusing on how am I doing everything correctly, am I doing the technique correctly, etc. Or are you just doing, let's say, one technique or one movement, and you're doing that so consistently that the body basically does it without you thinking about it, like kind of like driving the car, right? You're not thinking, you have your navigation on, you're just driving. You can talk, you can do other things at the same time because you know how to drive. You've driven thousands of hours, right? If you can do yoga or a technique or breath work like that, then it's totally fine, right? Then it doesn't take your mental capacity, and you can look inwards while you're doing it. And then Kundalini can have that space as well to sort of cleanse things out. But for most of you, like it was for me, it's so much more easier to just sit down in a chair. I've sat in that one and that one so much. Right? Sit your ass down, close your eyes, be with what's here. Energetic rules of surgery, which Angelo Delulu talks about, is sit down and don't try to be the surgeon, right? Sit down and let yourself be transformed. So Kundalini is a way for the body, mind to restore itself to the purity of source, of that which you are, becoming who you are. It's an automatic process if you're willing to look inwards and to take your time. And not try to force the small self on the world, give me everything I want, right? Even though your preferences are fine. But trying to live from this deeper place, if you're called for that, trying to really live as source, as God, as your soul in this world, it takes that you let the small self go, or the small self basically says, okay, I give you permission, source. Come in and show me and help me. And it will. In a big way. Thanks for listening, and if you have any questions about this, let me know. Cheers. Bye.